So yeah, EBITDA as a percentage of revenue has generally been trending up. There was a little hiccup in, I think, early 2015. I believe that was related to the Lynda acquisition. So, but based on guidance, margins should continue to improve. I think they're pegging somewhere around like 100 basis point improvement this in 2016, which is obviously great.
Do you think that how scalable do you think LinkedIn is compared to a Facebook? 'Cause Facebook's just a website, and we're all addicted to it, and we stalk people on it, and then there's ads, and I mean he's talking about getting 3-4 billion humans on this by 2020 or 2035 or whatever. That's scalable.
Yeah, it's very scalable. I don't know what the job search environment is like abroad, and that's one of the things that's tougher for me to wrap my head around with their international expansion and
it's like
the growth opportunities there.
Americans use it a lot or whatever.
It's very common. Like if you go out to drinks or something like that, and you have like a mixed group of people, and you realize someone that you're chatting with happens to work, like say we work in editorial and someone else works at a distribution outlet, it'd be very common for us to reach out and say, hey, maybe something works out. I mean, I had a high school friend who works at one of these kind of like upstart brokerage account type places, reach out and say, oh, like I realized that you're in financial content. It would totally make sense for us to see if there are any partnerships that we can work out so you guys can be on our platform. So it totally makes sense, and it's part of the culture here in the U.S. I would think it would have to be the same abroad.
I would think, but you never know.
Yeah, and that's bolstered by what we've seen with user growth. It hasn't really slowed down. One of the other core metrics for the business that I really like, I think over the past 4 quarters, it's been consistently between like 19 and 21% year over year. So that's looked pretty good. All in all, so since the post-release sell-off, stock is up about 10%. So it dropped around 40 and has recovered 10% from where it dropped. So it is still, I think,
way off.
It's down in like the 113, 114 region.
Well, and its market cap is like 15 billion, I think. And I just see these sales numbers, and I'm like, talking about 3.6 billion in sales next year. So it's not profitable, although debate. And it's still, I don't know, 4 or 5 times sales. So it's kind of like,
yeah, but it's at a 37% discount to where it was in early February.
Yeah.
And
so if you're bullish, now's the time.
Yes, if you're bullish, now's the time. I also think when it happened, it felt like a market overreaction.
Right.
Because
that was brutal. Like it was crazy. Punish it. Like,
basically, I mean, they shaved about 13 billion off their market cap in
last year. Yeah.
Yeah, in a month.
Right.
And so my takeaways here are the core business seems to be doing fine. Management doesn't seem to be worried about competitive threats to what they're doing. There aren't major players coming in to steal their lunch. User growth is good. EBITDA is trending where you want it to be. And there seem to be a lot of really good growth avenues available to them. So if you like them, seems like a great time to add to a position if you already have a position with them. They are on my watch list right now. I want to just wrap up and continue doing a little bit more homework, but I've had my eye on them for a little bit.
Cool.